Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines, the British Challenge, with me, Pug Gaming. So in the last episode we was working on the car dealerships. Like I say, there's a few more from the workshop I want to add in, but obviously not in this area. They'll be a bit more spaced out throughout the city. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on to a cinema and sort of retail park. But it's not going to be a standard retail park, and it's going to be quite a pretty one. It's obviously not much of a space here for a full retail park, so it's pretty much just going to be a few little restaurants. Going to add a McDonald's, got a Five Guys, and we're going to add a coffee shop as well in the corner here. So nothing massive, just a little sort of focus area here to accommodate the cinema, and we've chosen the big cinema as well for this, which I think works really well in this area. It's a very nice looking cinema and quite European-y based as well. So I wanted to put down some different flooring, and I've gone back to these sort of cobblestones as well. They look a lot more appealing than sort of the concrete all over the place. It also breaks up the area a little bit and makes it look a little bit more sort of fancy. And I want this area to do that. I want that area to be like this. Let's also plop down some of these circular tree borders. I found another bush on the workshop which looks a bit better than the ones I have been using actually. It's a lot shorter in terms of its height, and it's a nicer design than big thick ones I've been using. So this is working perfectly for this little zone here as well. Now what I wanted to do in this corner was create a little park. I've found these really cool park assets on the workshop, and they look very sort of modern sort of parks you'd see in the UK now. It's all about the sort of fitness based parks rather than just the exciting parks that we are sort of used to seeing sort of many moons ago. But I've done this and I couldn't quite find the right flooring using the options I had available. I couldn't really work out something that looked nice, but I then did find this asset that I had in my pack, and it does look really good. The only downside is it does give a bit of height to the area in terms of where you're placing it. It's not a flat level, it is obviously on a bit of a height, but this grass looks amazing when you put it together and you create what I'm trying to create in terms of grass. It does really look good. So as I do the final finishing touches in terms of detail, we'll jump into a time lapse here, and we'll catch up towards the end. So there we have it, the completion of the cinema and retail park, and I am extremely pleased with how this came out. It may be a little bit too much in terms of what I'm creating in terms of a British theme, but you've got to add a bit of your own inspiration. You've got to add a little bit of colour, a little bit of flair as well, so that's why I've done it this way. Might be a bit over the top, and I'm sure some of you will comment in that situation, or in that sense, but I think it's worked out really good. And I will leave you with that, and we will catch up on the next episode. Thanks for watching, all the best.